Yes, that is one word that I have learned very, very well recently.
Which one?
Proactive. You know, you have to be able to work for you. You have to be able to help yourself and be proactive in your own environment, in your own entity, in your own career field. And if you don't, then you really can't blame it on anybody else when you fail, if you fail, or if you don't get where you want to go. Because right now, I have a trajectory. I know where I want to be, and I literally have zero doubt because I know the effort I put in. It's going to match. It's going to match in the industry.
Yeah.
I'm going to raise as my star raises. Then my effort will be more, and it will grow with me. And it's a really cool process to be a part of. I used to be really scared and nervous.
I wouldn't know. I could not see that just from the concert. Well, I mean, I guess the one concert that I've seen you in. I would never.
There's been a lot of growth involved, trust me. To the fact that even between shows, like in between songs, I used to be like, they pay me to sing, not talk, bye. Like, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I just felt so awkward because like, when you're an artist, you're not like the most sane human being on the planet. You have to be creative. Therefore, you've probably gone through trauma. Therefore, you're probably not 100%, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. I have the vulnerability that's like, good. Like, you know me. Then you don't judge me when you see that.
Product placement.
Product placement, right. Yeah. America Bourbon, y'all. Check it out. America. Where's the camera?
I guess that's one thing I do like talking about with people is trauma. So this isn't to like get into any of your trauma if it's something you want to talk about, it is what it is. But it's mostly about the rehab aspect of it, what trauma happens, and then where do you go from there? I've talked to a lot of artists so far just kind of doing this stuff, and it seems very therapeutic for them to just start writing some of them just seem to start writing their emotions down or whatever they're feeling for that day, and then it starts turning into a lyrical mantra almost, and then that turns into a chorus, and then that turns into a song, and next thing you know, you have 3 EPs, and then an album happens, and then you start growing. What does that look like for you?
That's how it used to be when I was a kid. I used to get my heart broke, write a whole bunch of stuff down that happened to rhyme a little bit that I could possibly sing, but never really knew what I was doing. And I'm just being real. But when it comes to trauma, I believe, so with my process, I cannot be in that moment of darkness still to write about it. I have to be out of it, already in the healing process, because I don't write about it for my own therapy. That's part of it, of course. It's very cathartic, but it's more to show others that they're not alone. By the time I write a song, it's because I've already started to heal. And when I write that song, it has a purpose. So I already have the feel I want. I already want to invoke a certain emotion. And as my job as an artist, it's literally just to invoke whatever emotion I want you to feel. And when you learn how to associate it with that, it's whenever you go to write something, you're like, what do I want my listener to feel today? What do I want this song to say to them? And you wanted to relate to even different types of people. Because my first album, I admit, was pretty angry. It's a reverse chronological order album of leaving my ex, the Marine, that was abusive to me and my children.